Be careful people you share things with, because sometimes they might be your blessing in disguise.
A friend always has a friend.
Man, it took me a while to know that.
Right. A friend, no matter how that guy, my guy. He has somebody else other than you. That is his guy.
Respect people's secret. For me, it's big that does not understand the management that I should have kept quiet. In all ways, you shouldn't even go after Nedu. You should have just let it die, but you felt like nobody can get him and win. But that's the part he failed. There's no anybody that will always win. Nedu might feel like he failed now today. Nedu is giving you the chance to enjoy it. Somebody will come after you. Thank you. My name is Oyebanji Akins, and we are live on CTDA Media. And like we always do it on this particular episode, I have Big V. You say, make I know they call him Modogu, but I still call him Modogu, like you always want to like it. How are you doing?
I'm good. How you doing, sir?
Shit. Now we can shake it up.
Okay.
You said look. It's good, man. Shout out to our producer behind everything. So this particular episode we're gonna be talking about bro code. The bro code has been used one time when I'm a branch into a little bit of scandal between Whiskey and former, should I use the word former manager or ex Tiwa Savage? There was a time the bro code word came out.
Okay. Oh, you're taking us back.
Yes,
okay.
That was the first time where they used the word bro code understanding. People were like, what is bro code? What does that mean? But the people interpret it in many ways. So I'm going to say in our own episode, this is another way of looking at the word bro code.
Okay.
So I want to ask you, going by what is going on in Nigeria with Nedu,
Very
Dark Man, and D1, what is your view about it?
Honestly, I just feel there's a lot of rants going on. There's a lot. It's just the truth is not. We don't know what's going on. It's what they tell us, whatever they expose or whatever they decide to put out there that we could talk about. They bring it out there, we talk about it. How about that? And what we could talk about is like why. My thing is just that why is Very Dark Man coming out, saying all kind of stuff about, first of all, I was told that it was Nedu who started. He started saying some stuff about Very Dark Man and, Nedu.
It wasn't, it was Nedu, D1 that was talking about.
Right. That's what I'm saying, right? D1 was talking about Very Dark Man, and I think they felt, Very Dark Man felt like Nedu was instigating.
The thing.
Was, pushing the thing and asking all kinds of like questions about Very Dark Man. And then that one came out and was like, yo, Nedu did this, Nedu did that. And I'm like, bro.
So don't you think like that the bro code is broken?
I just think he don't have no integrity. Like
you mean VDM?
VDM, yeah. I mean, like, come on, like, why would you go out in public and start telling telling the world, like, oh, this guy did this. I have a receipt that he did. We really don't. I don't know, man. I just think it's just stupid and useless. Like, who cares? Like, I don't care. A lot of people really don't care. But it's just something to talk about. They don't have people that really care. Don't have anything to talk about. You get what I'm saying? But people that I don't care. It don't matter. Like, who cares? Like, he's not moving any needle. He's not. Well, apparently now Nedu can't. I think they said something about his job.
Yeah, he left.
He has to step down. Because of that. But that's kind of like a little bit too. He's pushing the like envelope. That's too far. What do you think about that? I'm not in support of it. I think it's just too much, too messy. That's what females do. They cuss. They like all those talk and back and forth and messy shit. Like, I just feel like it wasn't just not uncalled for that, man. That's my take. What do you think, man?
For me,
I don't know.
What I would say is, first of all, a lot of people, VDM has given Nigerians a new way of looking at things in terms of social media. But I think one thing a lot of Nigerians don't understand is when you have the opportunity of being up, right? Whatever you want to say, maybe in music, I don't even know what to call VDM. Activist.
He's called himself an activist. Everything. He does everything.
Yeah, I don't know where to box him, but one thing I know that people do in Nigeria is once you understand how social media works, you become an influencer right there. So you have the power to say a lot of things. Mm-hmm. And I think VDM felt like it's a complex word for me to even define him. Because of what he's doing, he has been able to master it so well and it's working for him. And he does not realize that, first of all, no matter how you up there is for a moment. It's who you build with that will make you last up right there. So for how he's built himself to be an activist going after people, you still need people. So if you're choosing some people and you're trying to put some people out, all you're doing is just giving a time when somebody's going to pull you out. Maybe you like it or not. I think he knows that, and he felt like Nedu might be pushing that narrative, like you said. So the only way he thought he can retaliate is by doing what he's doing. But for me,
I think there's other better ways. I'm sorry to cut you off, but there's other better ways I think he could have,
that's the only thing I got him the fame. So he doesn't know.
He doesn't know the better way.
Remember, we quick to forget. He did the same thing to what's this guy?
Files
Ed Note.
Right.
He put this text out. We all forget that he put this text out saying like, you guys should not tell me I'm not going to bend for this. So I'm thinking he thinks he's going to work on this. Now saying it's not working, I'm lying, it's working. But this is what he failed to understand. The last video that I watched that he dropped recently, I think it was today, it was... Now, at the end of the day, I'm going to go back to one thing. It's doing one thing that we're already doing now. It's moving away from the actual thing that brought his name out. It's the fact that somebody said you are doing this. Till now, you still didn't address it. It says a lot about what you think some people are not looking at you. I'm a critic. One of the reasons why I try to lose weight is when I talk about people, what about myself? It's called accountability. So I'm not saying he's not doing it for himself, but nobody's holding you for your past, whatever you've done. The guy already come to Nedu saying, I'm not saying he's a bad person, but he shouldn't go after these people. And if you want to go after them, unfortunately, you have some casket that you think you already buried. Some kind of way they see some part of it outside. Now you know you have a story with somebody. You don't know who it is, but they already put your story out. Now you know it's real. For me, it's big that does not understand the management that should have kept quiet. In all ways. You shouldn't even go after Nedu. You should have just let it die. But you felt like nobody can get him and win. But that's the part he failed. There's no anybody that will always win. Nedu might feel like he failed now today. Nedu is giving you the chance to enjoy it. Somebody will come after you. It might not even be Nedu. It might not even be this D1. Absolutely. But the part I want him to understand is there's something he dropped that I watched. You can't jump from being allegedly being caught on something and you just brush it, then you're going for the entire country. You're going for the president, saying the president owns a TV station. That's an assumption. Now, you're saying it without no facts, but you're putting yourself on the line because you feel like you have social media power. So if anybody do anything back to you, then the world is going to come after you. But then they will leave you. But what you fail to understand is you're already tarnishing your brand. Because you're a brand, you might not think it's a brand. Forget about the fact of saying nobody cares. At the end of the day, somebody cares. And who cares is who you don't know. It might not even be this realm of age now. It might be the younger ones that are looking up to you. So to me now, there's nothing wrong if they call you allegedly a gay. If you're gay, you know there's a problem in Nigeria. You should have planned yourself. Maybe you stay after Nigeria. Now you go so hard on Bobby Risky for that.
And
that's why
you feel okay.
So
you feel
just let it slide. Just let it slide. Bobrisky left him at the end of the day. Let it slide. You to let this one slide. You can take one loss.
Well, he's not though.
But then we'll see how it's going to end after before 2025 ends.
He's dragging it to
2025 is too early for us to see how it's going to end. Yeah. I'm gonna say this. There was a one time Mark Angel was the best person in Nigeria when it comes to content.
Oh yeah.
He came out telling us that it's bankruptcy or something kind of way. To tell you that you can be up there, you can come down.
Anytime.
So VDM might be like he's up there today. He doesn't understand that there's going to be a time within 2, 3, 5 years. Mm-hmm. You're going to be in one room, nobody even care. I've talked to people like that. They will call you and say you don't want to come out. Too. Nedu is hiding now. He's enjoying it. We already had challenged TVC to call him that he want to talk. They don't do things that way. That's for me. It's just too cheesy.
That's my
even
thing.
The fact that we're talking about is too cheesy to talk about.
You see the way I'm even like Barry. I don't even want to. It's one of those topics. I know we have to talk about it, but I really don't.
I want to talk about the brother code,
right? But
the brother code, because
let's talk about because VDM story and Nedu. I don't know, man.
It's the brother code. The brother code is. Do you think I want to go because we've talked about what happened?
Okay.
Now let's talk about the brother code. Do you think it's right for when man and man have a conversation and maybe they have a problem, they got to put it out?
I'll never ever succumb to that. I think that's just rubbish, you know. I think when you have a conversation with a guy, it should stay within, it should stay within that conversation, stay within both parties. But you know what I'm saying? I don't feel it's no matter what happens, you're hearing if I confide in you and I tell you, hey bro, this conversation is between me and you, or he probably didn't even say that, but we know those kind of conversation is not something you go tell somebody else. I don't have to tell you not to tell anybody, but common sense that you're not actually supposed to tell anybody. and then you did. So I don't have respect for you, man. You're not a man of your word. You don't have integrity. You don't have nothing you stand on. You just anywhere belly face, you flow that direction, man. I don't know, man. I'm not digging that. What about you?
For me, I have a two view for that because I've been born by that myself.
Right.
And when I said I've been born is I've been fortunate to share some information with people that I kind of realized I leaked out. So I learned from that. But at the same time, because of who I am now, I've been privileged to have a lot of information that the world does not even know about people. And that's one thing that I'm not supporting D1 that went to go and leverage BDM. I'm not going back into that thing.
Yeah.
But I watched one interview when it was saying like he knew what he was doing before going to the podcast. Even though they don't understand.
Let's not talk about it. Let's come back to my...
Thank you.
Yeah.
What I want to... I use that as a reference is the fact of saying, first of all, it's wrong. Right. Anything you have with people, just keep it. I don't care however it might go. I think in my own life, that has helped me actually.
Okay.
Because I will use myself in that way.
Right.
I've discussed with some people about some things and I see how to leverage it. I put a tweet out about it, but not directly for them because I have some things in the past that I said, be careful people you share things with because sometimes they might be your blessing in disguise. But because you're so gullible thinking you have it all situated, you could miss it. Whatever is happening, whatever the world, how people handle relationship and friendship and information is deeper than how some people look at it. Some people are only leveraging you, but whoever that is leveraging you are only coming from where you're coming from. Your past experience make you think everybody want to leverage you. So if you don't heal, how do you want to be? Know what to say, what not to say. You don't have to think everybody want to use you. But VDM is thinking everybody want to use him. So you don't even think you're going to have a friend. So you're really moving with I'm sorry to bring his name. So for me, if I look at the broader code, if you mistakenly share some things and they put it out, just learn from me, let it go. Because I'm a living witness that universe have a way of blessing you back whatever they say.
Absolutely.
I think that's what Nedu is doing now. Nedu is leaving everything in God's hand. Like whatever anybody say, I'm not interested. I step away. If you think that's where I make my money, that's the message. That VDM is so carried away, he's not seeing it. So that's for me, and then like,
that's what you got from that.
Yeah, brother code, whatever. If anybody mistakenly vulnerable tell you things or you tell them things and you see that, just let it go. It's what you feel in your head. You understand? He doesn't have to.
Yeah.
He doesn't have. He doesn't have to.
He's kind of like snitching. That's a.
And once you do that, I don't want you around. This is one thing I always tell people. I've had this in the business world recently with people. I said, you brought somebody to in our midst, right? This is me telling. This is my own brother code. I'm using this person that I know. So somebody brought somebody to our midst, and the person you brought was already snitching about you to me. So I had to call the person and I said, don't bring this person again. It was like what I said, because this person is already spoiling the relationship me and you want to build. I don't care what you guys might do behind. That's you. But if he thinks I'm going to like him over you, I don't need him around me. The person was like, wow, that's people. I said, the person doesn't understand in the business world, your game is your game. I should respect your game. I don't need to know how you get to that game. As long as you haven't shown me reason why I have to die, then what am I worried about you for? Because whatever you're telling me about that person, you're only trying to leverage them too. So what makes me think you won't switch on me to the next person too? So I don't need that.
You have that trait of
Thank you.
It's inborn in you. It's in your DNA.
Even the person was telling me like I should I'm like, bro, he's gonna do it again.
He's gonna do it again.
But imagine when I bring it, I'll do it to me and you. What are we going to say? So the person was like, wow. So that's my way of looking at things. If you snitch on the next person to me about them, even though I'm being affected, I don't want you. I'll say thank you, but I don't need you. Because what you're doing, you're making me to think about something that I need that my father my own way. You're missing my matrix up. I don't need you around me, man. And I'm big on that in the business world because a lot of people allow our emotions to take over business. Business shouldn't be emotions. I don't care how you want to say it.
I believe that.
I think a lot of people use emotions and we always feel like we can control it. Emotion makes you feel like you have to control the situation. Man, just let that shit play to you. Man, that's why we're here. And so that's for me. Brother code is about anybody that snitch will snitch on you too is just fact.
A snitcher will always be a snitcher. Is that what you say?
If the conversation is to make the person look bad, it's not a conversation to have. If it's a conversation where imagine where VDM have had information with Nedu and they both learn from it indoor. Let's keep it like that. Just use it for yourself. Don't put it to billions of people in the world to see that what you discuss in the room. Now you're saying I'm sorry for this. I don't want to drag you into this, brother. You should have thought about it. Means you're hiding something. Your moves already tell me you're hiding. Because if you can drag somebody without not thinking, Baba, some people are watching you.
Right. So what is your? I'm sorry to cut you off now. So what is your take? What is your advice to?
My advice is
like we always try to like as much as we give our topics and we kind of like conclude and give our own like advice. And so, what would you advise our audience there are watching this? What would you want to say?
I will use an advice somebody used for me.
Okay.
It doesn't matter who they are or what age or where they are in their life. Sometimes listen to people. Okay. When you listen to people, you can learn from the most smallest child. What got me here is listening to people. So I would say that to Made. You might be on top, listen to people. Because what happened to him is something he needs to work on. If he didn't say A, there won't be B. So learn what you're saying your A and B to, so that you can manage whatever comes back at you. I always tell people the most biggest attack is the people that are close to you. Not the one you're planning to win, it's the one that you don't even know. So for him, he felt VDM is somebody that advocates, activists. Let me work with the boy. Let me tell him some things. Whatever you tell that boy acts with. Now you're born. You lose your credibility of being that big name. For Nedu to walk away is big. So for me out there, respect people's secret. Irrespective of what it is they are telling you. Even though they lie, respect it. Because at the end of the day, you don't know the full story. They only give you whatever percentage they give you. Don't prejudge their life. Don't think you understand more than what they're showing to you. So that's what I would give them. Like, don't think you understand people's story just because they gave you half of it. VDM think you understand, they do step away. You don't even know what is going to come back at you. So that's just for me on that part. So anybody out there, if you're fortunate to have people information, keep it and never leverage it on them. That's another thing. Don't leverage people's information for benefit.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good.
And what about you?
That's a good word. I mean, you just, you hit the nail on the head. Like, you spot on with that. So yeah, you just, keep things to yourself. If you want to speak to somebody, you could go ahead and do like that. But just know, but mainly say, just keep it to yourself. It doesn't hurt, because I believe this is my thing. A friend always has a friend.
Man, it took me a while to know that.
Right. A friend, no matter how that guy, my guy, he has somebody else other than you that is his guy. You know what I'm saying? So when you tell that person that stuff, best believe that person is going to tell the other guy.
Unless once
your best friend.
Yeah. So once you're big is a problem too.
Forget about it. So once you don't want anything to go out, bro, just keep it to yourself, man. That's my advice. That's my advice to anybody. Just keep shit to yourself, man. It saves you a whole lot of headaches, bro. A whole lot of stress.
I'm telling you. You would have stepped away. So if you're watching to this particular episode, this is CTDA Media. We are here. If you have any brand, any business you'd like to bring down board, we're definitely going to help you to push it to our audience. And one thing we got going on right now, we're elevating, and I'm sure all of you guys can see what we're elevating. So join us now while we're still elevating to catch you with the vibe. Till the next episode is going to be Big V, is me. And, you already know now, Pepe, anybody. We are just here to, tell the road show. Let's keep it professional. We are out.